I realized that I didn't talk about Iran. And that was the most important thing because that's what's going on now. So I'm back. So yes, Trump was talking about taking in Greenland. What was it, last week or week before last? Was it last week or the week before last? Now Trump is talking about he's gonna move a Navy ship to Iran waters just in case because they supposed to be negotiating, right? They supposed to be negotiating whether or not um a weapons deal because they want to make sure that Iran doesn't build a nuclear weapon. Because I'm sorry, I feel like I'm sorry. It's just fucked up. Cause hold on, I should know AJ. My bad. Because I'm not cutting it out. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Okay. My bad. So just in case, because they want to make sure that Iran does not get a nuclear weapon. But Iran said that you approved the type of weapon I could have made. So that's what we've been building, and you voluntarily withdrew out of the agreement we had. We had an agreement that I wasn't gonna make a nuclear weapon. You let that expire, right? You voluntarily let it expire under your administration when you was first into office. Now you want to bomb me for having one. And I allowed it to continue for an additional year, even though you wouldn't sign the agreement. Now you want to bomb me for because now you believe I got one. It's like, well, we could have just signed the agreement again. Why do you want to do that? No, because our precious Middle Eastern country that we can't talk about wants to a war with you. And how can I claim that you got weapons of mass destruction when I could easily just, if I had the agreement, I could easily just send personnel in there and investigate to determine how close you are to building a nuclear weapon. But of course, don't want to tell you that because then I'll be able to determine. I will be able to say to the world whether or not you had weapons. And when they go in there and they say no, I ain't gonna have no reason to bomb you. But my real goal is to bomb you, right? Because my ally told me I needed to, right? And so they gonna donate to our political campaigns, politician campaigns, and they gonna make sure that they use taxpaying dollars to pay for what their country's military needs, right? That's why they can write out a check to China for $8.6 billion so that country can of taxpayer dollars so that country can get fighter jets. Right? They took out a loan for us to pay so they can get fighter jets. It's messed up because I feel like that's so messed up. We ain't even got the money, so you borrowing that money. Right? It's insane. It's insane. So last week Trump said that he was sending um a Navy ship to Iran waters. I you know what I really think the plan is for Iran is to take their boat and take their country. I ain't gonna say which country I'm talking about, but y'all know the country that the United States would run us straight to hell for. Spend every dollar we own for that country. That's probably would be my best military strategy. Somebody said that and I said, damn, that'll be cold blooded because the United States gonna come running to save them. But they gonna be you don't worry, you done turned it into GAZA. Ain't that crazy how we set back? Not we, because black people don't participate in these decisions. These are this that stuff that the United States government got going on ain't got nothing to do with black people. Black people ain't up at that high making any no type of decision. If you see a black person in one of those positions in the U.S. government where they're engaged in international policy, they do what they're told for sure, or they're getting up out of her. They ain't got no independent voice. No, they do what they're told, right? Especially black child, please. They ain't get there because they disobeyed the ruling class, right? So then, so at this point, now mind you, we 7 months ago, Trump bombed Iran. So, and then here you are, you bombed me, and here you back 7 months later. First of all, you bombed me in the middle of negotiations. You said, okay, we're gonna come back on the following day and we're gonna negotiate. By the time I get home, you done bombed all of my leaders who were sitting there negotiating with you. You have bombed my country, right? And now you back 6 months later so we can try to negotiate again. And you sent a Navy ship. And I'm gonna go see what type of ship that was, because I was it was crazy to me that Trump threatened Russia and told Russia that he sent submarines, nuclear armed submarines, to Russian shores. But we supposed to look at these other people and just think that they are all the problem. Trump, then the other thing is that Trump is online really trying to share this narrative that Trumps give a damn about Iranians dying. I think it's so weird that Trump is online talking about Iran bet not do anything to those peaceful protesters, even though based on my source in Iran, they ain't been so peaceful. They say that this is a Mossad. They said this is a Mossad operation. That Middle Eastern country that we can't talk about has hired people to go into Iran and cause complete havoc. They have killed over 100 police officers. They have burned down over 100 banks. Like they're causing havoc in this country, and Trump is like, don't touch the protesters. Don't You better not harm them. You better not harm them. In the same breath, Trump, you telling ICE that they can do whatever needs to be done on these immigrants when I'm trying to conduct immigration reform. So Trump, which one is it? Do these people have a right to protest even though they acting a fool? Or can the Americans protest the your government? So how can it that you want to protect the Iranians for protesting their government, but then tell ICE agents that they can do whatever the hell they want to do to Americans? Which one is it, Trump? It can't be both. It can't be both. And I think that we should protect, I think the Iranians should have a right to protest, because these people got to protect their country. They can't let you send no 1,000 people in here and they setting cars on bomb, they putting bombs on cars, they are burning down, uh they killing people, they are causing havoc in my country, and my citizens expect me to provide security to keep them safe. You got to keep me safe. You can't let me run haywire. So Iran said, yeah, we finna start lining y'all up. I'm sorry, if we can't let y'all do this to our families and shit, y'all can't do that, right? Right? But in the same breath, Trump telling ICE agents to do something to Americans. So anyway, so now we're fighting Greenland. We're fighting they're about to start a war with Iran. If I was Iran, I gotta protect my citizens. I gotta protect my country. You already know the United States have been picking on people. All they've been doing is picking on people, picking on people, picking on people, picking on people, picking on different countries. And I don't know. And then at the same, but you know why? Because they have to keep this going. They have to spend this money because that's what the defense contractors want us to do. Keep spending money so we can keep making money. I'm gonna get put off of YouTube. But I'm getting a little tired. I think I talked about it enough. That's what's going on right now. Trump has sent a Navy ship. I'm gonna go look up that Navy ship. Has sent a Navy ship to Iran because they supposed to be negotiating a weapons deal. I don't think the United States is supposed to be selling Iran weapons. I think it's more so how much uranium, I think, or some type of substance that you need to make a nuclear weapon. I think that they're trying to agree on how much of that can they get, how much of that can they build by agreement. So they're trying to agree on how much can I build. Um, uh, we can't talk about who else got. They so scary. Oh, they got weapons of mass destruction. You got weapons of mass destruction. Why is it that they can't? Being on somebody's hit list like the Americans, you probably want one. Shit, you see how they play? They coming to steal presidents. They coming to steal president. They threatened to take my land, Greenland. They stole Venezuela's president. Stole threatened to steal Greenland. Now he's sending a warship to Iran. If I'm in one of these countries, I'm like, when is it gonna be me? I need to protect my citizens in the event this maniac country decides to that they don't like me no more and they want me off. So they trying to take my country. I have to protect my citizens. What should I do? Just comply? Cause like, how you gonna get mad that another foreign leader has been a president of a country for 20 years and you don't. I'm tired of you being their president. I want you to change. I want you to get somebody else. And you like, this is my country. I'm not stepping down because you told me to step down. Man, okay. Well, we're gonna rule that you're an illegal president and we can remove you under international law. Try that shit with Russia. Putin said, baby, these missiles can reach every part of the world. You want to think that you too far and that I can't hit you? On the CLB, I be nervous on the west side. Because, we ain't that far. We make it hit. But Putin said I can send a missile everywhere, on every point of this globe. Play with me. The United States ain't gonna play. They may play, but they ain't gonna really play. They gonna act like it. But I don't think they really want a war with Russia. We definitely can't win. We definitely can't beat them on like no person prefer not on no nuclear scale. On a nuclear scale, we all gonna die. Right? But I think man to man, just like regular weapons, I don't think we gonna win. I think their technology is more advanced. But that's just my opinion. I also don't think that we can afford it, given that we're already in a deficit and we are running in the negatives. Like, we don't have money for war. I don't know what makes these politicians think that we're literally in a deficit. Like, we're upside down, right, as a country. And then they're spending more money to buy weapons. There is like, we're already $1 million up. Imagine you got $1 million worth of debt. 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 Imagine you got $1 And every time you go to work and you get paid every 2 weeks, and let's just say when you get paid, all you can afford is the interest. You ain't even touching the loan. That's what we are as a country. All we keep doing is writing loans. Oh, let me loan you this. Sound like a crackhead. So let me get out of here. Let me get off of here. All right, peace.